California, the Golden State, land of endless sunshine, tech billionaires, Hollywood dreams, and beaches that look like postcards. It's where fortunes are made, where innovation thrives, and where millions come chasing their version of the American dream. Every year, hundreds of thousands of people pack their belongings and make the journey west. They come for the weather, the opportunities, the culture, the diversity. They come believing California is where dreams become reality, where hard work pays off, where the sunshine never ends, and neither do the possibilities. But here's what the travel brochures won't tell you. California is also home to some of the most expensive, most challenging, and most economically struggling communities in America. Behind the glamour and palm trees, there are real towns with real problems. Towns where the cost of living crushes your budget before you've unpacked. Towns are still recovering from bankruptcy, which devastated services and infrastructure. Towns where crime statistics tell sobering stories that contradict the peaceful image. This isn't about bashing California. This is about giving you honest information before you pack up your life and head west. Every place has challenges, and California is no exception. The difference is that California's challenges often come with a price tag that can financially devastate you, or safety concerns that genuinely affect your quality of life. So let's talk about 10 towns where those challenges are particularly intense. Not to scare you off, but to help you make an informed decision. Because moving across the country without understanding what you're getting into can be the most expensive mistake you'll ever make. Ready? Let's dive in. Number 10, Santa Monica. Picture golden beaches stretching as far as you can see, palm trees swaying in the ocean breeze, and the iconic pier lit up against a sunset sky. Santa Monica looks like paradise, and in many ways, it is. The 3rd Street Promenade buzzes with energy. Street performers entertain crowds. Restaurants serve farm-to-table cuisine. On paper, Santa Monica is perfection, but dreams come with a price tag. And in Santa Monica, that price tag will make your eyes water. Monthly costs for newly purchased homes are running over $2,400 higher than they were just a few years ago, and median home prices have hit around $1.64 million. And that's for a median home, not some oceanfront mansion. Want to rent? Prepare to pay astronomical amounts for what might be little more than a studio apartment with a view of someone else's balcony. $2,000 a month might get you 400 square feet. $3,000 might get you a 1-bedroom where you can hear your neighbors breathing. Parking is a nightmare. Finding a spot near the beach feels like winning the lottery. And the parking tickets come fast and furious. A day at the beach can easily cost you $100 in parking citations if you're not careful. Everything here costs a premium. Your morning coffee isn't $3, it's $7. Your lunch salad isn't $10, it's $18. Your gym membership runs triple what it costs elsewhere. Santa Monica doesn't just attract wealth, it demands it. The annual household income needed to qualify for a mortgage on a mid-tier California home is about $221,000. Over twice the median California household income. You need to earn over $200,000 a year just to afford a middle-of-the-road home. But if you can afford it, Santa Monica offers an incredible quality of life. The weather is perfect year-round. The beaches are stunning. Job opportunities in tech and entertainment are plentiful. The culture is vibrant. The schools are good. The city is walkable. Who should consider Santa Monica? High earners in stable industries who prioritize lifestyle over savings. People in tech, entertainment, or finance who view the high cost as an investment in quality of life. Number 9, Stockton. In 2012, Stockton filed for Chapter 9 bankruptcy, becoming the largest U.S. city at that time to take that drastic step. The housing crash hit this Central Valley city like a freight train, exposing decades of financial mismanagement and unsustainable pension obligations. During the boom years, Stockton spent money like the good times would never end. The city gave lifetime health care to retirees, creating a $417 million liability. They issued bonds for ambitious projects, including a $47 million arena, backed by property tax revenues based on inflated housing prices. When the housing market collapsed, those revenues evaporated. The bankruptcy brought devastating consequences. City services were slashed to the bone. Parks deteriorated. Libraries cut hours. Most painfully, the police force shrank dramatically, leaving officers stretched impossibly thin. Crime rates soared. Foreclosures left entire neighborhoods looking like ghost towns. Property values plummeted. Fast forward to today, and the picture is more hopeful. Stockton is now fiscally solvent, Having emerged from bankruptcy with a restructured budget and new fiscal discipline, the housing market has recovered significantly. New businesses are moving in. Downtown has seen investment and renovation. But challenges remain. Crime, while improving from its bankruptcy-era peak, is still a concern. You need to research neighborhoods carefully. Some areas are genuinely nice with engaged communities. Others still struggle with property crime and gang activity. The difference can be just blocks. The advantage is affordability. The median home price in Stockton sits at $406,500, far below coastal California prices. You can actually buy a house here without crushing debt. You can have a yard, multiple bedrooms, and live on a middle-class salary. The city's location near Sacramento and the Bay Area offers commuting options. Who should consider Stockton? People who prioritize affordability over prestige. Remote workers who can earn coastal salaries while living at inland prices. Families who want to own a home and understand they're moving to a city still in recovery mode. Number 8, San Bernardino. San Bernardino is a city that feels like it's been through a war. Like Stockton, San Bernardino filed for bankruptcy, struggling with crime, economic collapse, and infrastructure decay. Drive through downtown and you'll see boarded-up buildings next to ones attempting renovation. Grand old structures with broken windows stand as monuments to better days. The city has faced everything: wildfires, financial collapse, crime waves, and political turmoil. Violent crimes, including murders, robberies, and aggravated assaults, remain prevalent. The infrastructure shows years of deferred maintenance. Roads are pocked with potholes. Public spaces show neglect. But San Bernardino has something that can't be taken away: location and potential. The mountains surrounding the city are genuinely beautiful. On clear days, the views are spectacular. The San Bernardino National Forest offers hiking and camping. The city is positioned as a logistics hub, with Amazon and other major companies building massive distribution centers nearby. These bring jobs, investment, and the possibility of renewal. Housing remains affordable compared to coastal areas. The weather is generally pleasant, though summers get hot. There's a resilient community here, people determined to see their city succeed. The reality is stark. San Bernardino requires realistic expectations. This isn't a place for those seeking pristine conditions. It's a place for people willing to be part of a long-term rebuild, who see potential where others see problems. Who should consider San Bernardino? Budget-conscious families who need affordable housing, logistics workers, people who value affordability over amenities and have realistic expectations about urban challenges. Number 7, Fresno. Welcome to California's Central Valley, where agriculture feeds America. But 1 in 5 people lives below the poverty line. Fresno is California's agricultural powerhouse. Drive through the surrounding farmland and you'll see endless fields producing 25% of the nation's food supply. But that agricultural dominance hasn't translated into widespread prosperity. The economics of modern agriculture concentrate wealth at the top while leaving workers struggling. The crime rate in Fresno sits at 85.6% higher than the national average, with violent crimes running 134% higher. Walk through certain neighborhoods and you'll feel the economic strain. The region desperately lacks economic diversity. There are too few good non-agricultural jobs available. The unemployment rate in Fresno County stands at 9.5%, far exceeding state and national averages. Agricultural work tends to be low-wage, seasonal, and physically demanding. The heat in Fresno is genuinely intense. Summer temperatures regularly exceed 100 degrees. The air quality ranks among the worst in the nation, affected by agricultural dust, vehicle emissions, and trapped pollution. On bad days, the sky takes on a brownish haze. If you have respiratory issues, Fresno will test you. But there's hope in the data. Violent crime dropped significantly in 2024, with homicides falling to 30, down from 74 in both 2020 and 2021. That's transformation, evidence that intervention works. The city is investing in technology and community policing. Violence prevention programs are intervening with at-risk youth. Housing remains remarkably affordable. You can buy a decent home for a fraction of what you'd pay in the Bay Area or Los Angeles. You're within driving distance of Yosemite, Sequoia, and Kings Canyon National Parks. The local food scene celebrates the region's agricultural bounty. There's genuine community pride. Who should consider Fresno? Those working in the agriculture or energy sectors. People who can handle extreme heat and air quality issues. Families seeking affordable homeownership. Remote workers who can earn outside salaries while living at inside prices. Number 6. Oakland. Oakland leads California with the highest violent crime rate in the state, driven by gang activity, socioeconomic disparities, and police understaffing. Car break-ins are so common that locals joke about leaving cars unlocked with nothing inside just to avoid broken windows. Oakland's violent crime fell about 23% between late 2023 and late 2024, though it remained 31% higher than pre-pandemic levels. That's the complicated reality. Things are improving, but from a very high baseline. Walk through Oakland and you'll see stark contrasts. Trendy neighborhoods with million-dollar homes sit blocks from areas where residents hear gunshots regularly. Arts districts and gourmet restaurants exist alongside boarded-up buildings. It's California's economic inequality made visible. But Oakland has soul. The city has a vibrant art scene, incredible food representing dozens of cultures, and creative energy that San Francisco lost along its tech boom. Oakland is more affordable than San Francisco, though affordable is relative when you're still talking 6 figures for small homes. The diversity here is real and celebrated. The music scene is legendary. The weather is better than San Francisco's fog-choked summers. Lake Merritt offers a beautiful urban oasis. When Oakland works, it really works. The challenge is navigating safety concerns. Oakland requires street smarts and situational awareness. You need to research neighborhoods carefully, understanding which areas are relatively safe and which have serious problems. Who should consider Oakland? Urban enthusiasts who take security seriously. People who want Bay Area living at lower costs than San Francisco. Those who value culture and diversity highly enough to accept elevated crime risks. Number 5. Bakersfield. Imagine standing outside in Bakersfield in July. The heat hits you like opening an oven door. The temperature gauge reads 107 degrees and it's only 2 p.m. Welcome to Bakersfield, where summers regularly exceed 100 degrees and the city faces significant crime challenges with rates 94% above the national average. Air quality in Bakersfield ranks among the worst in the nation, affected by oil production, agriculture, and trapped pollution. The city smells like oil and sounds like industry. Pump jacks bob across the landscape, pulling crude from the ground in America's 3rd largest oil-producing region. Crime is a persistent problem. Property crimes such as larceny and motor vehicle theft remain prevalent, alongside violent crimes. The city has worked on improvements, but progress comes slowly. So why would anyone move here? Jobs. Bakersfield's economy runs on oil, agriculture, and distribution. If you work in the energy sector, you'll find opportunities. The oil industry pays well for skilled workers. Housing remains affordable compared to coastal California. You can buy a home, have a yard, and live on a middle-class salary. We're talking about homes in the $300,000 to $400,000 range, affordable for families making decent incomes. The country music scene here is legendary. Bakersfield sound gave the world Merle Haggard and Buck Owens. There's genuine working-class pride. The city doesn't pretend to be something it's not. Who should consider Bakersfield? Energy sector workers. People who can tolerate extreme heat and poor air quality. Those prioritizing affordability and job opportunities over lifestyle amenities. Number 4, San Francisco. Yes, San Francisco, the tech capital. One of the most desirable cities in America. It's also brutally, impossibly expensive. San Francisco costs 18.2% more than the typical US metro area, with housing expenses running double the national average. You need a minimum annual income of $220,000 to afford the median-priced home. Rent for a 1-bedroom apartment can exceed what many Americans pay for their mortgage. The math is devastating. Unless you're in tech, finance, or have family wealth, San Francisco will drain your bank account faster than you can imagine. A salary that would make you comfortable elsewhere barely covers basics here. But the situation is more nuanced than headlines suggest. San Francisco saw violent crime decrease 20% in 2024, falling below pre-pandemic levels. The narrative of a dying city doesn't match reality. The challenge isn't whether San Francisco is a good city. By most measures, it's exceptional. World-class culture, incredible food, beautiful geography, innovation everywhere, excellent public transit. The challenge is simply whether you can afford it. The city offers opportunities that don't exist elsewhere. If you're in tech, San Francisco is where the action is. The networking opportunities, access to capital, concentration of talent, it's unmatched. Who should consider San Francisco? Tech professionals with high salaries, People in finance or specialized industries where wages justify the costs. Those who value urban amenities above all else and are willing to sacrifice space and savings. Number 3. Vallejo. In 2008, Vallejo became the largest city in America to declare bankruptcy at that time, a distinction that still haunts its reputation. The bankruptcy devastated the city. The police force shrank from 126 officers to just 77. Fire stations closed. Services disappeared. Crime surged, with homicides jumping from 7 in 2006 to more than 24 per year. The city's infrastructure crumbled. Streets filled with potholes. Downtown deteriorated. Property values collapsed. Drug dealers moved into vacant homes. Residents watched their neighborhoods transform. Today, crime rates in Vallejo remain 96% higher than the national average, with gang activity involving about 1,000 members in 40 gangs citywide. Your chance of becoming a victim of violent crime stands at 1 in 20. Violence, particularly gang-related shootings, remains a serious concern. But here's the complicated part. Vallejo sits in the Bay Area, 30 miles from San Francisco. When San Francisco housing prices went insane, people started looking elsewhere. Some Vallejo residents take the ferry to San Francisco for work, enjoying a boat ride instead of grinding through traffic. Housing costs a fraction of what you'd pay in San Francisco. Mare Island, the former naval shipyard, is seeing redevelopment. New housing and businesses are coming. Parts of downtown are improving. The city is slowly rebuilding. Vallejo requires serious due diligence. Some areas are decent. Others struggle with persistent crime. The gap can be just blocks. Who should consider Vallejo? Bay Area workers who are seeking affordability. People who are willing to commute via ferry. Those who understand they're moving to a city with serious challenges and do extensive neighborhood research. Number 2. Modesto. Modesto looks peaceful. Tree-lined streets, suburban homes. The kind of place where it seems like nothing ever happens. It looks like the California dream, minus the ocean and outrageous prices. And that's part of the problem. The disconnect between appearance and reality. Modesto has an extremely high crime rate, 102% higher than the national average, making it safer than only 3% of US cities. Walk around downtown, and the disconnect is jarring. Everything looks so ordinary, so calm. But the statistics tell a very different story. Economic opportunities are limited. The city lacks the innovation of the Bay Area or the entertainment industry of Los Angeles. It's an agricultural country, Central Valley through and through. Most jobs are in agriculture, retail, or service sectors that don't pay enough to build wealth. Summers are brutally hot, regularly exceeding 100 degrees. The pace is slow. There's not much entertainment. The restaurant scene is limited. Cultural offerings are sparse. But there are positives. It's genuinely affordable. You can own a home on a modest income. A family making $80,000 can buy a house, have a yard, maybe even a pool. You're close to Yosemite National Park, less than 2 hours away. The agricultural heritage means fresh local food year-round. Who should consider Modesto? Families seeking affordability who accept limited cultural amenities and elevated crime risks. Remote workers who can earn urban salaries while living at lower costs. Outdoor enthusiasts who want proximity to Yosemite. Number 1. Victorville. And finally, Victorville, the desert town that feels like a monument to broken promises. Drive through, and you'll see the wreckage of the American dream in physical form. The 2008 housing crash hit Victorville particularly hard. Entire subdivisions sit partially built, construction frozen mid-project. Streets go nowhere, ending at dirt lots where houses were supposed to be. You'll see homes with for sale signs so faded in the desert sun you can barely read them. Tumbleweeds literally blow through some neighborhoods. The desert heat is relentless. Summers are brutal, with temperatures soaring past 110 degrees. Step outside in July and the heat hits you like a physical force. It's the kind of heat that makes you question every life decision. The isolation is real. You're an hour from anything worth driving to, positioned between Los Angeles and Las Vegas, but belonging to neither. Jobs are scarce beyond retail and service positions. Entertainment is even scarcer. Many residents commute hours to work in better economies, enduring brutal drives to Los Angeles because housing in Victorville is cheap. They sacrifice 2 or 3 hours daily in traffic because it's the only way they can afford a house in Southern California. But housing is cheap, remarkably cheap. You can buy a house for a fraction of what you'd pay near the coast. We're talking $200,000 to $300,000, sometimes less. For people priced out everywhere else, Victorville represents one of the few remaining options for homeownership. The desert has a stark beauty, the vast open spaces, dramatic rock formations, and sense of solitude. The night sky is spectacular, free from light pollution. Some people find peace in that isolation. Who should consider Victorville? Remote workers on tight budgets who want Southern California residency at rock-bottom prices. People seeking solitude over society. Those who can handle extreme weather. Anyone willing to trade convenience and opportunities for affordability. So there you have it. 10 California towns where the dream gets complicated. Places where the cost of living crushes budgets. Places where crime statistics tell sobering stories. Places where economic struggles are real and visible. But here's what matters most. None of this means these places are worthless or that you shouldn't consider them. Every place has challenges. Every city involves trade-offs. What matters is going in with your eyes open, understanding what you're getting into, and making informed decisions based on facts rather than fantasies. California is enormous and incredibly diverse. For every expensive nightmare like Santa Monica, there's an affordable opportunity like Stockton. For every high-crime area in Oakland, there's a safe neighborhood nearby. The key is research, realistic expectations, and honest assessment of your priorities. Before you move anywhere in California, do your homework thoroughly. Visit first, not for a weekend vacation, but as if you're already living there. Drive through neighborhoods at different times of day. Talk to locals in coffee shops and grocery stores, not just real estate agents. Walk neighborhoods at night. Research schools if you have kids. Look at job markets and unemployment rates. Calculate the real cost of living, including California's high taxes, expensive insurance, and varying utility costs. Understand commute times realistically. That affordable house an hour from work looks great until you've spent 2 hours daily in traffic for 6 months. Run the numbers honestly. Can you actually afford to live where you want with a cushion for emergencies? If the numbers don't work, no amount of optimism changes reality. The California dream is real for some people who come prepared, with adequate savings, jobs lined up, and realistic expectations. But for others who arrive unprepared, chasing fantasies from movies and social media, California becomes a nightmare that leaves them worse off financially. Now you know the truth about 10 of California's most challenging towns. What you do with this information is up to you. Move forward carefully, research thoroughly, and make decisions based on reality, not fantasy. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe to HouseLine USA. Everyone deserves to chase their dreams, as long as they do it with their eyes wide open.